What is up, Bit Crew? Welcome to a brand new video where today we're going to be going and spinning the rumor mill. Yes, there's a new rumor floating around today that is regarding the Nintendo NX controller. Now, there is not a lot of information to know about the Nintendo NX right now. It's pretty under wrap, but we have gotten a patent so far. This sort of controller with two analog sticks that you can hold, and looking at different pictures on Google Images that I can or cannot verify, it looks like there's primarily two analog nubs. There are two triggers. Apparently the triggers, according to a Reddit post by Perkle37, I don't know how to say his damn name, says that the upper nubs of the stick move, the bottom part is static, kind of like the circle pad, but it moves along the bottom sphere, so not sure what that really means. So the rollers on the top, they feel much identical to mouse scroll wheels. So kind of like this. I imagine that's how the triggers are going to be. Haptic feedback feels like Apple's Taptic engine, not just regular rumble. So if it's like that, I'm quite happy about that. And I think that that's the way they have to go. If there's not going to be any buttons on this, then there has to be some sort of tactile feedback, because using the touchscreen sucks when you're trying to play games. There's no workaround around it. It sucks. Unless you're doing super simple things that you just need to tap and drag, that's fine. But when you're trying to play complex games and you need precision controls and you want to feel that jump button being pressed, you need some sort of feedback precision. I saw some images on Google that showed how the screen, since it looks like the screen covers the entire face of the controller, it shows that a whole bunch of buttons around the analog stick can be formed. And I imagine that with the software, it can create little zones that can become buttons that when you tap them, it has the tactile feedback, and that it can close off the rest of the screen from being touchscreen. That's just pure speculation, just as this whole thing is. This entire thing is just a complete rumor. Nobody can verify it quite yet. But we did have a European Nintendo employee weigh in saying that the whole thing is fake. The whole thing is just a rumor. I don't know how credible he is necessarily. I don't know how credible this whole thing is. Looking at this Reddit user here, Perkle, we're just gonna call him Perkle. He has only 5 posts on Reddit entirely, and they're all in terms of the NX. So this guy literally just came and posted about the NX on Reddit, and now all this news is circulating. But the weird thing is, we've got several different images of the Nintendo NX controller. We don't know what the console looks like. I don't know how many developers have the developer kit as of yet. But let's look at this design a little closer up. It's quite pixelated. So we have the two analog nubs here. They look fairly comfortable. They don't stick out too much by the looks of it. We also have what appears to be a power button, a 3.5mm jack for headphones, which is really honestly expected at this point. There's just not a lot to see. I can see 2 speaker grills right there. The whole front plate appears to be a display, which is kind of cool, honestly. I like that concept. But I honestly would prefer physical buttons to tactile feedback buttons. And then of course we know that there's the two triggers on the top, or scroll wheels, whatever they're going to be. There's also this protective, kind of like how Android phones have on the edges, they rise up a little bit, so in case you drop it face down, that plastic will take the impact rather than the display. That's a pretty smart thing to have. Also, the whole bottom end of this, it's not completely rounded. The bottom end appears to just square off right here. I'm not entirely sure how comfortable this controller is even going to be to hold. It looks like it's going to dig into the palms of your hand as well. Also, looking at this image, there's an HDMI cord up here. Is that implying that we can plug the HDMI cord into the controller, into the TV, or some sort of set-top box? I don't know. Possibly. I also ran these images through a website called Image Edited, and it came up questionable. The photo has been opened and resaved with the program. It may have been modified. Now, I'm not entirely sure how accurate this program is, because I took a picture with my iPhone and uploaded it, and it all said it was questionable, and I had not edited it one bit. But it doesn't say that it is fake, and it does provide some information here for the picture. So if you guys want to check that out, you could download some of those Nintendo NX pictures and run them through this and diagnose it yourself. even if this is real, I mean, we've got the patent, we're seeing Nintendo thinking about this, and the fact that we're seeing something come to fruition, and we're not just getting one picture, we're getting multiple, it does seem like it could be true. At the same time, looking at that picture, it says confidential property on the side, and that kind of concerns me. Why does it say confidential property when this is a Japanese product that hasn't even came to America, and it's in English? You know what I mean? And who is this person who has come and decided to leak all this information? What is his background? Where does he come from? How does he know all this? Where did he even get the pictures? This is all entirely a rumor at this point. We're waiting for more information. And it is kind of conflicting when you have a Nintendo employee coming and saying it's all fake. That could just be Nintendo trying to pretty much shut everybody up about this so that they can wait for the final product. And ultimately, if you're a Nintendo fan like myself, I do want to wait for the final product. I do want to be amazed and blown away when they finally unveil this thing, and then look back and see the previous products, you know. Maybe they are going to have buttons in it in the end. Who knows? I've also even heard rumor that there's potentially going to be a mobile NX and a console NX. So the mobile might come out this year and the console version might come out next year. But all of this is complete rumors. It's fun to talk about rumors though, and it's fun to think about what could possibly be. What do you guys think about this controller design, the entire front being a display and having software-based buttons? Let me know down in the comments below what you think. I'd love to read what you guys got to say. Please like it up, subscribe it up, and I'll see all of you guys in future videos. Peace out, dudes.